Yes, please call us now. 561-291-8569 is the anytime hotline. Dom is standing by in the studio to grab that call if you call, or shoot us a text. But just to finally finish up, because I know I have a tendency to do that, but on Jerry's point, yeah, buy that property now if you can, if the price makes sense, because I just flashed through my notes, and how waiting costs you is, in addition to pricing going up, with interest rates going up, anything you buy is going to become less affordable. So I read a article this week that outlined how on an average $400,000 purchase price, an interest rate moving a half a point pushed a ridiculous number of people out of the market, like to the tune of, I don't even remember, but well over 1 million people in this particular market that they studied. So it's already getting out of control. Jump in while you can, while rates are still affordable. So let me throw it over to Dom and keep the questions rolling. What do we have?
All right, we have Bob from Lake Worth. Bob is asking, I'm going to sell a couple of classic cars for my down payment. I read about seasoning. How long does the money need to be in the bank before I could apply for my loan?
Hey, that's a great question, Bob. But do me a favor and shoot me some pictures and specs on those cars before you sell them, because any one of you who knows me outside of the show knows I'm a car head. So I definitely like all things motorcycles, muscle cars, rock and roll music, and of course mortgages. So yeah, great question. And I commend you for doing the research, because a lot of people go into that and they're going to sell a Rolex or their boat or whatever they have, asset wise laying around the house for the down payment. And then they run into that seasoning issue. And just, you've obviously done the reading, so you know what seasoning is, but just to kind of clarify it for all of our listeners, oftentimes when you have a big lump sum of money pop into your checking account, that raises red flag, or your savings account, whatever the case may be, it raises red flags. So typically the bank is going to want to see that money's seasoned, that it's been there for a period of time, because they don't want you to have just gone out and borrowed $25,000 from your Uncle Vinny, and now you've got a new obligation. So seasoning refers to how long the asset has been documented in your checking or savings account. And if you've already put the money in there, that's one thing. It typically needs to be there for 60 to 90 days. So you're going to want at least 2 full bank statement cycles to have that money there. And that gives the opportunity for the lender to see there's no new debt on your credit report showing up against that large deposit. So based on that, they're comfortable moving forward that it's not a loan, that it was, the sale of an asset. But if you haven't sold them yet, give me a call, because there is a way to do it where you do not need to season the funds. However, you need to document it. You need to, have the bill of sale for the car. It's helpful if we see the advertisement. If you sell that old, 68 Camaro on Marketplace, let's see that ad. Let's see the bill of sale. If you can show the title being transferred, that's awesome. But here's the big thing. If you sell the car for $20,000, and I don't know what a 69 Camaro is worth, it's probably worth, depending on the condition, a heck of a lot more than 20 grand. But let's say whatever you sell is 20 grand. Let's say you sold a 54 F100 fully restored and you got 35,000 for it. That's one I just saw, so I know it's true. You're going to deposit that $35,000 exactly. Don't deposit $31,000 and put 4 under your mattress, because now you can't, it's not documentable. It doesn't make sense how that money went in there. And worse than that is if you put, $35,000 for the F100, and then you had another 5 grand laying around, you put 40 grand in there. It doesn't document out. So if you haven't sold it yet, give me a call. Not that I want to buy it, maybe I would, but that I want to walk you through how to properly document the transaction, so you can avoid seasoning if you're in a hurry and you don't have that time. But to answer your question, seasoning is 2 to 3 bank statement cycles. If you're not able to season it, let's fully document the transaction, and then you can use the cash right away. So I hear the siren rolling up behind me. That means we've ended another segment. As always, the Anytime Hotline is the easiest way to get me on or off the air. That's 561-291-8569, 561-291-8569, or hit the website www.mr.mortgage, never a .com, mr.mortgage. Thank you.